Yeah, you can't get in the game.
I'm in the game. It's just that the stream is dropping.
Really?
Yeah, it never happens to me. I don't know why it's dropping. I can't connect to the Singapore server. It keeps dropping off. I don't know.
So what? So you changed it to like China or something?
No, I'm currently
Or
using US West. I don't know. I'm not even supposed to be using US West for this.
Mhm. Mm,
I'm not sure what's wrong, but it seems like the frame drop stopped, so I guess you should be fine now. Oh no.
is it? Is it good?
I'm not very sure. I think it should be fine now. I'm trying to. It's no, there's no frame drops now, so I'll have to wait a bit to see. Yeah, but the game already started. Like, so
I
we should talk about the game.
make it full screen.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, done. Sorry guys, I have no idea why my Singapore server just went down, so sorry about that. I guess should be fine now. I've connected to another server.
Yeah.
So LGD will
Well,
be the ones using the bristleback this time. Do you have any thoughts about what bristleback can do in the current meta? And do you think he's like a really strong first pick material at the moment?
you know what? I think Bristleback is one of those heroes that kept on getting buffed in like every patch, and the last one just kind of like put him a bit over. But at the same time, I feel like teams haven't, found his weakness yet.
I
You
think
know what
his
I mean?
weakness is against Necrolite. I have a lot
Necro
of
Slaughter. I think Slaughter is actually pretty
I
decent
have a
too against
very
him.
very hard time going up against a Necrolite in a lane, and not only that, in team fights as well, because his ulti
Yeah.
just kills you.
Probably you can have like a Necro even 1v1 against Bristleback, and could be
Yeah,
could
that
be
could
good.
work.
And then you just go do things elsewhere. Because like Bristleback is one of those heroes that actually can win a solo lane 1v1. And that's why you see the Chinese teams often just throw him in the offlane and hope for the best with him. Either he's gonna catch up with later on with levels, like as soon as he hits 6 he just becomes a monster, or he's just gonna like straight up win a 1v1 lane. So
I
I
actually
saw like,
consider him a lot similar to Timbersaw because
yeah,
the way he
yeah.
works in the game, and he deals a lot of damage in team fights, and he's very difficult to die. But my favorite part about him is Bristleback and Timbersaw both have something in common. As an offlaner, you have a comeback.
Hold on.
Yeah, you have a
People are
very good
saying that,
comeback mechanic to farm later on the game if you don't get a good start. But something like a Clockwork or Darkseer, if you don't have a good start, it's very difficult for you later on. Hello.
apparently I'm too loud
Oh,
compared to you. You should probably turn me down.
okay. I'm just checking whether I'm lagging because it's very bad just now. So I'll turn you down a little bit.
Yeah.
Let me check again everything, the settings and stuff. Okay, it should be fine now. Really should be fine.
Alright, let's test. Sorry
Yes.
guys about that. We have kidnapped all the members at the BTS studios and have taken over, Winter and I.
The
And
BTS
we're
Studios
kind of
is
amateurs at the first first person casting here, so
so
just
I
bear with us.
so the studio has to be moved to somewhere else. Just kidding. It's apparently in Canada now, since the BTS in-game channel is a Canadian. There has a Canadian flag there.
What? Where?
It was actually me. I put it up.
Yeah, I saw.
IG's turn to ban.
Alright, so what do you think of this draft so far? I mean, I think a lot of these heroes are quite regular. Like we saw Luna when this first patch came out, she was a really top pick. Like teams were first phase to picking her. Remember when we were in Korea as well? I was saying about how I think Luna is really strong, and then after that, she kind of fell off for a while. But now she's coming back again. Like we saw at EMS. You watched EMS, yeah?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and at EMS, Luna was a really, really high priority pick for like a team like Fnatic. They try to take it as much as they can and we saw in the game against Navi, every game with Luna basically won. And it's mostly the 5-man team fight that comes with Luna, where like the aura and then the ultimate that provides so much. But LGD, one of the key counters that Chinese teams believe is against Luna is you get heroes that have like summons or units, for example Chen, Furion, Enchantress, or like even Nakes like BKB heroes, or like a Rager like Nakes are really good as well. So we saw the Chen being picked up as well, and something that LGD like.
Yeah, it's also another thing about the Luna I want to add. When I was watching the games at EMS, Fnatic was always constantly stacking with the Chen. Notia always had one creep there before Luna had his Helm of Dominator, and before she could stack it on her own, Notia was already doing it a lot. So even though there was one game they moved him to solo mid, Honey was playing it, and he didn't have a good start in the lane because Puppy was there at the start at level 1, where he always just tries to give Dandy the edge early on in the lane, but he somehow still manages to catch up later with the ancient stacks from no tail stacking, and when he gets the Helm of Dominator, he just farms the whole ancient there and catch up whatever he lost in the lane at the start. So I think Luna is very strong just because after the buff he farms so quickly on the glaze where you just keep hitting the same target. But they didn't go for the Mask of Madness, the most greedy farming build that you talked about, and I know you do it a lot on your stream too.
Well, that's not something for professional games. Dota hasn't evolved into that stage just quite yet.
So the last
and it
pick
looks
is
like a
Doom.
Doom. That's really, really strong pick actually.
Yeah, the Doom is
Um,
gonna be really good against the Storm Spirit.
Looks like it's a mid Doom as well. 430 is gonna be playing that, which is decent against Storm. I mean, like, if you think about it, Doom should probably not be able to do anything against a Storm, because he walks up, he gets remnanted or whatever, and Storm is just gonna free farm the lane. But IG is the type of team who is always up on the smoke ganks, and we're gonna see a lot of pressure coming out onto this Storm Spirit probably if he's going to mid lane. But no, he's actually going to a safe lane, and they will have Rabbit playing mid with DK.
Sorry, I'm checking my settings now. I don't know, something went wrong. Wait, hold
Oh,
on.
okay.
I need to.
You
You
should
just need to
probably
keep. Yeah, my mic has some problems. I'm checking. No, and I don't know. Something went wrong. I think my in-game sounds as well. Hold on. I don't know. Something went wrong. Okay, I think it's better now.
Okay, is it still good?
Yeah, I guess it should be good. I'm not very sure what went wrong.
Okay.
Sorry.
Huh. Alright.
So IG will be doing an aggressive try with Rubik, Visage, and Luna here against the Storm Spirit.
They still say like we should probably fix the volume though. You should probably turn me down some more.
Okay.
I don't think I can turn myself down. It's probably you who has to do it. Go to your mixer and go to Skype and then just turn that down. I think that's what's causing it to be really loud for
Okay, sorry.
for you. Just turn my Skype, the Skype volume in your mixer down, and it should be fine.
Okay, done.
Like probably half or something is good enough.
Okay, it's done now.
The way. Okay, good. Alright, so you should probably I'll introduce IG, I guess, and then you can do LGD. So we have Faith playing Rubik, Banana on Visage, and Hal playing Luna, and it looks like they actually went an aggressive challenge with this. They noticed that it's either a DK or a Storm safe lane, and with that they can easily take advantage of Luna just getting absolute free farm and just denying the LGD safe lane. And then we have Ferrari on mid lane playing Doom against DK, and we have YYF in the safe lane playing Nature's Prophet. And the other thing about going aggressive challenge is you give the option of the Prophet to TP in to help you as well, which is really good.
Yeah, and for LGD on the Dire side, we have the Captain Shell 8 on the Storm Spirit, and we have DDC on the Crystal Maiden, trying to look for the ward here, currently blocking the camp. We have DD on the Chen jungling, and we have Rabbit or Xiao Chuji solo mid, and lastly we have Yao on the offlane against the Prophet, which is YYF. He started out with the boots too. That's actually what I do a lot currently. If I go to the offlane, I don't really start with the gloves anymore. I think the boots The Boots build is really good now on the off lane, but I'm not very sure about the safe lane whether it's the best option for the Prophet.
Oh, the Prophet. Oh, you mean to like get the phase boots up as soon as you can?
It's also
And then-
because trying to avoid the supports, as when you have Boots at the start on the off lane, is really helpful to steal some early levels.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it looks like in this scenario, YYF is just gonna get his phase boots as soon as he can, and it looks like this matchup probably favors top lane. Did you
Top
miss
lane. Yeah, I did.
it? I jinxed you. I knew something like that was gonna happen. I was looking back and forth on top and bottom, and Zhao Wei just walked just a little too close, and he got lifted into, you know, second spell from Visage and just got bursted right down. There's way too much damage coming from IG's Tralian because of the Luna aura.
Yeah, and the CM and the
You
Chen will
see-
be smoked up now. They're gonna come and assist Jared. He's not gonna get too much from this lane. He only has
I
doesn't
think
even
this
have
could
one
be really
crit.
bad for LGD.
Oh,
I
they
don't even
revealed the
think
smoke
this is
already.
good for LGD.
Yeah, they revealed the smoke. I don't think they can still go on the Visage. Maybe.
They can easily turn this around IG if they decide to, but they're not enough damage coming out from them. The Visage died before he can cast any spells, and that just cost them their life. But I think what he had to do was he had to slow down someone, like for example the Storm, so he couldn't get that overload attack off, because the Grape Chill does slow enough for you to just probably try and get away. But nice gank for coming from LGD. I didn't think that was gonna work considering IG's positioning and how much damage they actually have.
Yeah, going back to the middle lane, Ferrari actually has the Alpha Wolf at the start, so that's gonna give him a lot of last hitting
That's
power.
a lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot of damage as well. If he tries to man fight against the Dragon Knight, he's
93 damage. Oh man. But we should probably mention that, you know, with DK on mid lane, he can always push in the lane, whereas the Doom can't really. He doesn't have any kind of nukes or anything. He can devour, but it should be a bit of an advantage for the Dragon Knight, who can constantly bottle crow and push in the lane or go check for rooms and stuff.
yeah.
Whereas the Doom has to farm under the tower.
The Visage is
But-
gonna look for the top 4-minute rune. It's gonna be at top in this rune. This could be a good opening for them if they want to leave it to the support to take it. He can just go in and just look for the CM.
There's
or
a
the Chen.
sentry watching him right now, where he's going
Yeah.
from
That's-
the Chen, but he'll just go back to top lane. I mean, the Storm is actually he's deprived of a lot right now, but he does have boots. They will try to slow him down with the nuke, but he's just gonna walk away. The Storm also has
Yeah,
boots.
the CM and Chen are smoked up yet again. This is gonna be the second smoke usage.
Oh yes.
They really
Looks
need
like
to.
they want to help top as much
Yeah,
as
they
they
need to
can.
help him.
Because they didn't see the ward.
He
yeah.
can't. He didn't have too many last hits. Storm's
Oh
gonna go in,
boy.
get lifted.
The creep party died.
Oh, they're gonna get the Storm first instead of getting the Luna. They might even
Oh,
get a
man.
CM.
Did he
Still
see
has one.
tanky some
He still has one soul
tower?
assumption. No, the Nature's Prophet ulti. They're gonna get all three.
Oh, and that's the solo Nature's Prophet safe lane coming into effect.
Yeah,
he
mid
got
lane as
level
well. The
6 really
CM
quick.
teleported to mid lane. They're gonna get a return kill on the Doom.
That was actually really good. DDC instantly spawned and just poured him in. That was really good play by him. But that's a 4-minute level 6 on a Prophet, really paying off as well. Just that ultimate coming in and ripping through all of LGD, and that, I mean, you saw what they gank with, right? They gank with the Troll Trapper, who has like literally 80 health or something, and just got nuked by the Luna. So
Like you said, they
This-
were just really over eager to try and help the Storm because
exactly,
he wasn't getting
exactly.
any last hits in the lane. He only has 2. They're gonna
Yeah,
try and go
oh
behind
boy.
him.
they want the Fear to come in and summon trees so they can tank it up and go.
Yeah, they can even take the tower
Here it
after
is.
they get
They're
this
gonna
kill.
go level 4 Storm with no TP. He is so dead.
They're gonna TP the Bristol
DK
back in.
DK is walking
The
there
2
too.
supports are running in.
Oh, this could be actually decent for LGD if they can get this Luna. The Goo, level
Yeah,
6
the Luna's
Bristol
gonna go
back
down
does a lot of
first.
damage.
The Storm is
The
gonna.
Storm is still alive too.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's gonna go down in the end, but the Doom is going to be rotating over as well. He has his ultimate up. Rabbit's gonna be waiting on the cliff for him. Gonna be a stun here, Dragon Tail on the Doom. Any Goo, they're gonna need to Goo and Nova him to slow him down. They're gonna get the kill, I think. Yeah.
Looking like
It's
a
gonna
really dead
be-
Doom. That's
They
where,
lost three
right.
heroes, right? The Luna, the Doom, and the Visage in that
Yeah.
engagement, trying to get the Storm. That was just really, really timely backup by LGD.
It was kind of I think it was a bit too much diving that deep into their jungle because like the bristleback, he does so much damage if you allow him to. He was already level 6, so if he as soon as he TP'd in there, they weren't just all gonna turn on him, right? Because it's just so tank. But what's something notable for IG is that the Visage did hit level 6 off of that because he got XP for killing the Storm Spirit, and Faith as the Rubik also is really close to getting level 6
Yeah,
from
that
the triple
was
kill
that was a
earlier.
really good point. Without that, with that solo kill, he was able to get his level 6, and he will be able to contribute a lot in the next team fight with the Familiars. Here comes the smoke gang from IG. They're gonna run in with the Rubik. The Prophet has been teleported behind. Sprout on the CM. DDC is gonna go down first. They're just gonna be getting one kill now, transitioning
Looks like
into
they
a
just
push
want to
after.
5-man this tower right now, while DK is also going to be able to push in mid. He doesn't have Dragon Form, so they're not going to be able to push mid tower as quickly. But the only option IG really have is to, I mean LGD have is to try and split push. You don't want to TP into that fight. Like IG has already surrounded your tower. If you port in there, you basically lose.
They're gonna try to defend their middle tower. The Rubik and the Visage has teleported in already.
There was no Dragon Form up to take this tower quick. So.
The Doom has a TP too. Luna has a TP. Everyone has a TP scroll. They're gonna be able to defend this tower. Well, like you said, they couldn't defend the top tower because IG was already all over their tower, and the best thing they could do is try to split push top or middle lane or bottom lane. They can't really defend the first tier 1 tower at top anymore. It's gonna be a haste rune picked up by Yao here at bottom lane. He's actually gonna give it to the Dragon Knight. The director has spoken. Give me the rune. Storm only has a bottle at the moment even. He's like 14 CS.
Oh my god. I think people are asking to increase the volume now. I think
I
gone
think
too quiet.
it's also another setting.
I see.
Oh no, I might need to restart stream for that. I'm not very sure. I've already toned up my volume as much as possible.
I think it's alright. And it looks like LGD
It's gonna be a haste on.
lost.
The DK is hasted in. They're gonna look for the Luna or the Rubik here.
Oh, they'll just go for the Rubik instead. Good choice. They wouldn't want to dive too far from Luna since he is really, really fast. But they'll take the Rubik instead, and that's decent. Now
Yeah,
they've taken
at least the
over
Luna
jungle
didn't
straight.
die though. The Luna was just
Top lane. Oh, Ferrari
top
wanted
lane.
to
He
do
got
it,
doomed.
but he does get it off. Oh no. Zhao wait.
he's dead for sure. The Prophet's gonna even TP in behind.
Yeah.
But the DK will be
Oh,
too far.
he
The DK is coming in though to save him.
You
No,
won't
it's not gonna get saved.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Middle lane as well. LGD are gonna try to push down the tier 1 middle here. CM's gonna go down with that soul assumption and that right click from the Visage. They're gonna lift the Bristler back with the Eclipse. It's gonna go down too.
Nicely done actually by IG to do that. Very good reaction and nice ultimate as well. They make sure to kill off all the creeps first before they did that, or was it?
So
I think-
IG, yeah, you were saying?
Now I was gonna say like, since IG did take the first tower in this game, they do have the momentum going in. Like the gold graph shows 2,000, which is half of the tower, and the other half coming from like kills and devour and stuff. So I think right now IG are the ones who need to keep on applying the pressure, because I think they're capable of doing that. Like, of course they don't have the Luna ult right now, but their 5-man is really strong with Luna Aura, and if they have the Luna ult up, and of course Doom as well. So, and it looks like they'll do just that. They just all ran straight to bottom lane. They knew that LGD had a few heroes already on mid, and they just want to take a tower with that. Or else they would be spending their entire time trying to defend this 200 health tower on mid.
Yeah, LGD is gonna try and run over, but I don't think they can reach on time to defend. No, they're gonna TP the DK and Bristol back up front. They're gonna try and fight. Doom will be on the Storm.
Storm. It looks like Rabbit's gonna fall. lots of damage coming out onto him, and Visage still chucking out those dukes. One onto the Bristol Bat as well, and he falls. And the Pistol Man is also
Another soul
trying to
assumption takes
keep
out the
away
Chen.
IG. Oh man, that was so much damage coming out from IG. They just sat there with all their heroes and just simply cast his spells. I mean, Visage, he wasn't even touched in that entire fight, and he just threw out like 5 soul assumptions, and all of LGD just melted from there. I mean, Storm was doomed immediately, so he couldn't do anything in that fight. So really hard fight for LGD to take, but they really wanted to defend that tower, it seemed, and they paid for it.
Yeah, that was just the beauty of picking a Doom against a Storm. He's gonna just be able to make sure that the Storm is not gonna do anything. But having the Chen will just at least ensure that the person who gets Doom will be able to survive, because you can just send him back right after. But the fight will always be 4 versus 5 after that. So this fight is gonna be really bad for them. But the Storm needs to get items. They don't have items on the Storm.
LGD was probably thinking that they can take the fight because, you know, Luna ult is down, but you're still fighting against like a Doom, Aura from Luna, and of course the Visage. So I feel like LGD's lineup requires a few items before they can actually really engage IG well.
Yeah, they need the BKB on the Storm very badly. Without the BKB, he can't just roll in and engage. He'll just get.
And even with the BKB, there's still a Doom waiting to doom him. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
who else is this
without the
Doom gonna
BKB,
doom?
he's gonna just die quickly to all the spells and the lift from the Rubik. So it's gonna be a really hard game for the Storm. Even if you get
But
BKB, there's also a Doom.
Yeah, but this Storm is like, you know, a sacrifice Storm. So for him, he needs a lot of space to get back in it. I think this is one of those Storms where it's like you zip in, you pull one guy, and that's basically your job. That's what this Storm's job is gonna be, and then they're gonna have to rely on the Dragon Knight and the Bristol back to try and carry them, but it's not looking really good for LGD right now. 4K.
Yeah. They have
gold
like
is
at least good wards on the map. The one on the bottom lane will be able to give them a lot of vision and to let them know whether they can push the bottom tier 1 tower or move around the map to gank. At least they have that, but it's gonna be like a long way for them to get back into this game. They need BKBs on the Dragon Knight and
It's
the
like
Storm Spirit.
Luna bought the ketchup item.
He got a
Got a
Midas.
Midas. Yep. And you know what? In this scenario, this Luna with Midas is perfectly fine. She has a bracer and a belt, so she's sitting at like 1,000 health. And to be honest, you won't normally see a Luna, you know, go higher than 1,000 to like 1,200 health, because that's like where she kind of caps off for the early game. And with that, all she needs to do in fights is basically provide her aura and her ultimate. So until she gets more items, right now this Midas is gonna do just fine basically for the Luna.
Yeah, it's a really good item for Luna because you benefit a lot from getting those early levels, those quick levels from the Midas, and you get more points in your glaive. It means you farm faster as well. So in my opinion, getting a Midas right now in this situation for the Luna is extremely good. Speeds up her farming a lot.
Yeah, and they're obviously 5-manning a lot too, so this Luna isn't going to be hitting many creeps. And that's also why she skilled a third point into Lunar Blessing. We normally see Lunas go 4-2-2-1, but in this scenario they are 5-manning a lot more, and the Lunar Blessing will just be more beneficial for IG. And I'm expecting after they defend mid to go straight down mid lane and take the last tier 1. Just go for the objectives at this point in the game. It should be really simple and easy. And this Fion is about to have a mech really soon as well. He is extremely farmed. He's got Midas, phase boots, almost a mech, and from there the 5-man is gonna be insane. And I'm actually surprised that the Doom ditched the Alpha Creep. What do you think about that?
Well,
He has a Chochapa.
I like the ice armor now since Speed Gaming introduced it. Like the ice armor is really good on Doom because he doesn't have a lot of armor, so it benefits him a lot.
What I'm thinking is, since they are 5-manning, that the Alpha Wolf will benefit the entire team, right? And how much damage they're capable of dealing. But obviously, being having some defensive stuff like frost ice armor and being able to live longer in fights will also be dealing more damage. Because the longer you live, the more damage you do.
And they're gonna spot the Storm Spirit here. Will they get a Doom on him?
He is invis on the
Yeah,
Doom,
he
so
should be
it
dead
should be
here.
pretty
Yeah.
easy. Oh
This
boy.
is easy.
Oh, oh,
That's not what a place where you want to be right now.
free frag. And actually, Zhao Wei is leading them towards mid lane too, and looks like they might go mid. No, or they might actually 5-man bottom. I'm not sure what IG's plan here is, but there
Oh,
should
there's
be another
There's
pause
gonna be
coming.
another pause, another
Looks like a
drop.
lot of internet issues coming out from G League right now, or maybe just computer issues. I don't know, one or the other. Cause I didn't see IG drop. It's just LGD side.
Smooth camera. People are saying that I have my camera drag is too quick.
Yeah, you should probably
Should I turn? I have
turn
smooth
that
drag.
down. Yeah,
Smooth drag in spectate. What else do I need to turn down? Camera acceleration.
yeah, you should probably. I saw people put that at like 0 or something
Okay.
when they are casting games.
So what
Or
else do I
really
need
low,
to change?
really low.
Do I need to move the camera speed to 0 too?
I think so. I think like you
Okay.
put it at like
Okay.
50% or something, and it
That's
should be fine.
that's actually a lot better.
'Cause
But
if you
for
put it at
the
0, you might get dizzy.
Yeah, for the audio thing, I have to do it later. I can't change it now. I think I miss some settings there just now. Not very sure, but for now, IG is in cruise control of game 1. I think it's gonna be really hard for LGD to come back in this situation here right now. Having the Storm so poor, which is I consider the Storm as the main carry ahead of the Bristleback and the DK. Even though Xiaotuji is commonly their number 1 role player, but the Storm has to do a lot of heavy lifting this game.
The problem with Storm is, like I said, he was the sacrifice hero. Like, he was sacrificed on top lane against 3 guys, and there's no room for him to farm against a Doombringer. This Storm pick is getting absolutely countered in this game, and there's nothing that they can do
if you
about it.
go back to what they did at the start, they left the Storm at top lane, and the first smoke gank that came after the first bird, they got a Visage kill, and the second smoke gank actually didn't end too well for them. After that, the Storm died. The Storm died all 3 times in the fight, so he was actually really, really far behind, not to mention that he didn't get a lot of last hits in the lane already, plus he's dying so much. He's gonna take a miracle for the Storm to have items.
Reconnected.
And there's one thing I want to ask you about the Storm situation right now. Do you think he should go for a Midas, where he's so far behind right now?
There's no way a Midas will do anything for this Storm at this point in the game. With that 2k gold, you probably want to build something else. I don't know, maybe you even build a 4-staff. God knows. Like, this Storm, I feel like it's impossible for him to get back in this game. He just needs to build something that can allow him to zip in, pull someone,
cheap
and
items.
maybe tank a Doom. Yeah, something cheap. Something really, really cheap. And I don't think Midas is gonna be that. But you know what? If I was LGD and I lose this game, I would say that the problem in this game is that my draft was greedy. I picked a DK and a Storm Spirit, and this gives way too many flaws in your lineup. And it looks like Furia might get caught up here.
Yeah, they're gonna find YYF here, but they already used the Nova. They already used the Nova, so they can't give
try
vision.
and get closer. Yep. Rough times for LGD. But yeah, like I was saying, I would say that I would blame the draft, because when you pick DK and Storm, you're being very vulnerable to getting aggro tried or some kind of something else.
Oh,
And
here
this Chen actually
comes a
on
leaf on the
side
Chen.
over here. That's very good positioning coming out from him, but he was smoked up, and it looks like the Rubik just revealed his positioning there.
They might still go for the chase here, but they're gonna run up a high ground. That's gonna be really bad if they drop a freezing field there.
Oh, the Luna ult doing some work there as well, and the CM ult actually getting cancelled up. And
Yeah,
looks like
they're just too far behind already. When the enemy
Yeah.
team just runs up the ramp like this and still wins the fight, you know you're very far behind.
I think they just realized that there's zero chance for them to get back in this game.
Okay, I need to change my settings now. Sorry, dude.
Okay.
I need to go change my settings. There's something wrong.
Alright.
Yeah, but this game was like you mentioned, came down to the draft, they were so greedy, having the Storm, Dragon Knight, and even having the Bristleback as your position tree means that your tree cost needs a lot of farm. And when your lane falls like that, you're gonna be struggling a lot to defend all your towers, even though you have the Chen and you have the Dragon Knight. You're supposed to be the ones taking the towers. So guys, I guess that wraps up for game 1, and I really need to check my settings and stuff, so hopefully the second game will be much smoother than the first game. So we'll take a quick break and be right back really quickly.